G'day again, Lord Reags with you with the tips for tomorrow's Randwick meeting, and that's the 26th of May. You'll have to excuse the budgies in the background. They're a bit playful this morning, very boisterous, but I love them. That's Bluey and Goldie, you can hear. So I'll try to speak up as best I can so you can get all the winners at long odds, as I like to try to pick a few long shots over 16 to 1 to come a place. And the idea is, if you're going to have $10 on a race, try $2 the win, $8 the place. Let's get into it, shall we? Always gamble responsibly, of course. I will play a game called Fantasy Flutters if you've got no dollars. If you've got no money, you can have a little game called Fantasy Flutters. Doesn't cost anything. You just pretend that you've got, say, $100 or $1,000 each race, and you see how you go. And if you don't do any good, guess what? You just saved yourself a lot of money. So even when you lose, you can win. That's Fantasy Flutters. Race 1 at Randwick tomorrow is the Energy Air Plate. I've gone for number 1 GRAFF at 5 to 1. All the experts who I'm competing with in the tipping, Ray Thomas, Simon Thomas, Steve Zammit, Matt Jones, John Davis, Shane O'Cass and Adam Sherry, they're all going for the Autumn Sun. The top weight is GRAFF. The only thing against GRAFF is it's got 57.5 kilos. The rest are on 56 or 54. But it's 1-2 in a row. I reckon it can make it 3, and I like to stand out from the rest of the crowd. So Lord Reags is going for number 1 GRAFF in the first. Oh, and supporting numbers 1, 2, 5 and 3. Now race 2, you'll have to check scratchings tomorrow morning, Saturday, by the way. That's your responsibility. Race 2, the Supporter Hub Handicap. I've gone for number 5, ORIA. It's $5.50 at the moment. All the smarties are going for Vontaine because it's 1-2 in a row. It may well win, but I think my one is much better value. And so Lord Reags, the best value horse racing tipster in the world since 1973, likes ORIA. From number 3, 2 and 9. 5, 3, 2 and 9, race 2. Now quickly into race 3, because we don't want to chew up too many minutes of your valuable time. I've gone for number 7 in race 3, Miss Imagination. It's a 15 to 1 chance, but I do think number 1 will probably win, Savatiano. From number 5, Zafina. That's another roughie at 11 to 1, but I'd be suggesting maybe $10 just the place on number 7, Miss Imagination, 15 to 1. None of the smarties have tipped it. Race 4, I like number 4, Go the Gantry at 14 to 1. Although I think number 1 will win, She Knows, it's only $2.50. I think number 11 will come second, Fallerina at $3.60. And I think my one will come third, number 4, Go the Gantry at 14 to 1. So it should pay twice. If you're just going to back the winner, the favourite, $2.50, you can get $2.50 or $3 the place on my one. So that's why I like Go the Gantry in race 4. Race 5 are the EML Handicap, and I like number 4, and that is After All That. It is the favourite. I can't see it getting beat. I put in Collateral, the old stager, who's won more prize money than all of them. He is a top weight. He's out of form. But Collateral at 26 to 1 could come second, I believe, or third. So I put 4 from 1, 6 and 9 in race 5. Race 6, I like number 3, Livin' Free. Can't go around the favourite. It does look the best horse in the race. And I like number 1 for second, All Too Hewing at 8 to 1. And for third, Turnberry, 11 to 1. And 14, Savvy Ken at $8.50. So my numbers there in race 6, 3 from 1, 8 and 14. Race 7, I like number 1, ECUADOR, $3.60. Very experienced campaigner, and it loves this distance of 2,400 metres. And who can go around Gay Waterhouse? She's just absolutely adorable, intelligent, and just a real friendly person. From number 2, Destiny's Kiss. From number 9, La Corette with Rachel Murray, my neighbour, just round the corner, aboard at 34 to 1. And number 3 for fourth, Our Century, which all the alleged smarties are going for. Race 8, I like number 7 at very big odds, Dreamforce. It's in a purple patch of form. Brenton Avdulla aboard. It's just got a bad barrier. It's on the extreme outside 14. But Dreamforce has won its last 2 starts and it had its spell. I do think it can go very strong first up, and it is 10 to 1. I've gone for 7 Dreamforce from number 1 Widgie Turf, from number 2 Oxford Poet, and number 5 for 4th Dal Cielo. In the final event, the lucky last, the Get Out Stakes, as Gator would say on racing.com, I've gone for number 15. No one in the world, no one on the planet has gone for number 15, but I'm going for number 15, PLAYARD. John Ford's aboard, it's 14 to 1. I like number 6 for second, Carluca, at 26 to 1. And 16 for third, Charming Lad, 33 to 1. And number 10 for fourth, Choice Lager, at 26 to 1 with Rachel aboard. So I've gone for all 16 and 20 and 33 to 1 shots to fill the top 4 placings. I'm predicting a huge boil over in the lucky last. And if you box those 4 numbers for $24 in a trifecta or a first 4, you'll do quite well. But gamble responsibly. Always keep enough money for lunch and a few drinks, and shout your mates a few drinks or your lady friends a few drinks. And, be sensible. If you're losing, walk away, but just have enough money to play. But don't go overboard. Think of your family who are depending on you. But if you're responsible, you can have a nice day at the races at Royal Randwick. And this is Lord Reags signing off. Hope you follow some of my winners. They will come placings. Some of the big shots will get up and upset the apple cart, and I will overtake Ray Thomas this week in the tipping comp. This is Lord Reags signing off.